a hurry. My team are rolling with me. Tryna get it in, tryna get it in. Tryna get it in, tryna get it in. Blacked out whip, sitting on the strip. Cup full of liquor, I'm taking a sip. Stacks in my hand, wrapped in a bag. Money got me feeling like the man. Can't slow down, following the plan. We get it in, get it in, get it in. No, we can't slow down, gotta carry on the plan. Gotta get it in, get it in, get it in, yeah, yeah.
Might hit the city, might pop me a tap. That's how it is when you're dripping in swag. Might get a mark, might buy me a jack. That's how it is when you're dripping in swag. Might get a good girl, turn her all back. That's how it is when you're dripping in swag. You already know that I'm dripping in swag. Hot team with me, we're dripping in swag. I don't waste time, I'm on the grind. Tryna get it in, tryna get it in. Look at the stars, it's about to shine. Tryna get it in, tryna get it in. I don't waste time, I'm on the grind. Tryna get it in, tryna get it in. Look at the stars, it's about to shine. Tryna get it in, tryna get it in.
I'm all about that money. Tryna get rich in a hurry. My team are rolling with me. Tryna get it in, tryna get it in. Tryna get it in, tryna get it in. Might hit the city, might pop me a tag. Might get a mark, might buy me a jack. Might get a good girl, turn her all back. That's how it is when you're dripping in swag. You already know that I'm dripping in swag. Whole team with me and we're dripping in swag. Money in the bank and gas in the tank. Look the shot, like a shank, I'm dripping in swag. Blacked out whip, sitting on the strip. Cup full of liquor, I'm taking a sip. Stacks in my hand, wrapped in a bag. Money got me feeling like the man. Can't slow down, following the plan. We get it in, get it in, get it in. No, we can't slow down, gotta carry on the plan. Gotta get it in, get it in, get it in, yeah, yeah.
Might hit the city, might pop me a tap. That's how it is when you're dripping in swag. Might get a mark, might buy me a jack. That's how it is when you're dripping in swag. Might get a good girl, turn her all back. That's how it is when you're dripping in swag. You already know that I'm dripping in swag. Hot team with me, we're dripping in swag. I don't waste time, I'm on the grind. Tryna get it in, tryna get it in. Look at the stars, it's about to shine. Tryna get it in, tryna get it in. I don't waste time, I'm on the grind. Tryna get it in, tryna get it in. Look at the stars, it's about to shine. Tryna get it in, tryna get it in.
In a world of constant evolution, where the line between man and machine begins to blur, a new age of possibility emerges. Where humanity is augmented to achieve what was once thought impossible. Welcome to the age of cybernetics. future is here.
What's good, YouTube, and welcome, Tano. I hope everyone is doing alright, and I want to say thank you so much for all your amazing support. As always, you request and I provide. This time is the SEPFAHN Zo Nikana. Very amazing, very powerful weapon. You loved it and you wanted an updated build, but I will not give you 5 freaking builds. Armatus, Steel Path Disruption, Void Cascade, 60 IF Murmur, Profit Taker, and normal Steel Path runs. Let's go. First thing first, ladies and gentlemen, we take beginners friendly approach for Thanos that doesn't know anything about Zo. So, what is Zo exactly? Zo, it's a craftable weapon, comes in parts, you put together, you gild it, and there you go. Now, you go to Hawk in cities, you go to Forge Zo. There is the strike, the grip, and the link. The strike, we're going to choose SEPFAHN. The grip, we're going to choose Pei. Zo grip used for sword, machete, rapier, and dagger style weapon. It's lightweight, provides an increase in speed at the cost of damage. Don't worry, it's not to cost of damage, it scares you out. Link, Verget to J, here you go. Strike links of Zo that increase speed and critical chance at the cost of damage and statue chance. There you go. Okay, then you get the pod and then you gild it and you're good to go. Capito? Capito. Let's go now for the builds. And now for the first build against the Fragmented One 60 IF Murmur Steel Path Revenant build. Boom. There you go. Using the Warcry Helmet ability, Arcane Fury, Arcane Nullifier, Energy Nexus, because we're not using Arcane Energize nor Equilibrium. Steel Charge, right here. Ogre Seeker, Ogre Message. You're already familiar with the mods. Epitaph, build, boom. With Ogre Seeker for statue duration. And Raktana, the SEPFAHN build. Force, Animosity, Condition Overload for the Epitaph. Radiation build. Good to go. Now, Naramon to sustain our combo multiplier, and this is the Nautilus build. Cordon to pull enemies, Manifold to pull more enemies, Tenacious Bone for critical damage, and the Volclock build. There you go, to reach more than 50% critical chance on the companion for the Tenacious Bond to work. Our on-call crew will be available there for the first pool of HP, and it's going to be using this build on Nukor. Go, and they fragmented. Okay, Capito, Capito. Heat, Radiation, Corrosive, Encumber, you name it. Takes him down really, really quick. Alright, let's go to the next one. And now, the second build for the Armatus Steel Path against the Void Rig and Bone Widow Necramex. Steel Charge, Arcane Strike, Arcane Fury. This time we're using Nourish to get energy and proc Viral. Vigorous Swap for damage. Now, this is the Epitaph build. There you go, that you're going to be priming enemies with. Secondary Encumber as always. Raktana, this is the build. Exodia Force, Anomicity, and there you go. Running Radiation and Corrosive Radiation in one mod, Focus Radiant, and you're good to go. Naramon to sustain our combo multiplier, and Lucky, which is our Smita Kavat for Charm and Tenacious Bond, and we're good to go. Let's go to the next build. And now, the third build for the Void Cascade against the Thrax Centurium. Now, this is the Revenant Prime build, Steel Shard, Arcane Strike, Arcane Fury, and Nourish Vigorous Swap. Now, the Burston will be there for a backup. I have a build in the channel, you can check it out. And this is Evolution 1, 2, 3, and 4. Epitaph will be there as a backup, as I don't use it 99%, because it's guaranteed cold. Procs slows down the animation of the Thraxes, but sometimes you fight like 6-7 Thraxes, it's good to have Epitaph there, especially we're running Condition Overload, and this is the Cascade build with Corrosive. Exodia Force, Melee Anomicity, and we're not using any Riven in this build, okay? No Riven at all, because I can't expect you to have a Riven. Naramon to sustain our combo, and we're going to be using Smita Kavat, and this is the build once more. Let's go to the next one. And now for the fourth build to take down Steel Path, meaning survival mainly, and then go exterminate, capture, whatever. Let's go. Steel Charge in the Aura, Arcane Strike, Arcane Fury, Larva Burst, Reactivating, and Toxin, and so on. Here you got the Nourish as the fourth ability to proc Viral and get energy. If you don't want to use it, keep watching. I will show you how to get rid of it. Raktana, this build is the first one. I want to show you two. This build, it's relying on Corrosive, because you're using Nourish as the helmet ability. If you don't want that, you can remove Voltaic Strike and use Vicious Frost. There you go, you got viral. Now you can remove melee animosity and you use the melee, where is it, melee exposure on ability cast, which you're going to be doing on larva. Gain 40% corrosive damage on melee strikes for 25 seconds. Simple as that. The second build is different. It's more you need viral and nourish in your weapon. Okay, this one we're going to be using melee influence and only electricity on the weapon. Now condition overload, multiplicative primate smite, corrupt against the enemies, primate fury, organ shatter. And the reason I'm not using any riven, right, even I have one, because I can't expect you to have the same riven. Maybe you have something different, so let me know in the comments below which riven you have and may I help you where to place it exactly. Let's go to the next one. And now for the fifth build against the Prophet Taker using Vault, of course. Now, holster amp, when you switch between any weapon, you get the 60% weapon damage, and you're going to be doing this constantly, as the Prophet Taker need you to switch weapons to meet all the statues he asks on top of his head. Arcane Velocity, Arcane Precision, Roar, rest in peace Eclipse, and the Electric Shield to shoot through the shields and get electricity in your weapons, and Shock to buff yourself with electricity thanks to the Shock Trooper augment. Now, adaptation, of course, vigorous swap to swap between weapons and get 165% damage, which you're going to be doing all the time. And as you notice here, we're not using the premature footed, as we're going to be using Uniro, so we are immune to any knockdown. Ogris to take down the pylons, and after Eclipse nerf, it's getting a bit hard to take the pylons. Now, the Diplos, this is the build for the Diplos, and this is our build for the SEPFAHN. This time we're going to be using Exodia Contagion as we hit the enemies from distance. Melee Retaliation, as Vault has shield, but you can switch it to whatever you really want. Gladiator Might, Organ Shatter, and so on and so on and so on. Running Radiation and Gas. Missing only 2 elements in our loadout. Again, I'm not using any Riven. Now, for our companion, we're going to be using Worm to negate any status, Tenacious Bond, Reinforced Bond, and of course, Vol Cloak. And now let's talk about Archon Shards. In my vault, it doesn't matter, I'm just using a couple of casting speed, but of course you can push your strength even higher and you can put the Violet Archon Shards or whatever you really desire. On my Revenant, it's similar to Nidus, they share the same style. 2 Emerald Archon Shards, so I reach 14 stacks of corrosive to armor strip without relying on any helmet ability or focus skull like Uniro. And here we're gonna get the Violet Archon Shards, use Tau Forged if you want, and you're good to go. Alright, and by this, guys, we come to an end to our video. Again, I want to say thank you so much for all your support, and any video you want to request, I will try and do my best to deliver it in time. Join our Discord, the link in the description, and don't forget to like, sub from your kind heart, and I'll see you guys next time.